Hello and welcome back to Family, Fun, and Lifestyle, the podcast and channel where we talk about everything family, everything home, travel, fun, just all around home sweet home channel. And today we're going to talk about throwing a Memorial Day party, a barbecue or a party in your backyard. Memorial Day is only 39 days away. So now is the time to start planning for a Memorial Day party if you're going to be hosting. It's always good to get a head start. We're going to talk a little bit about Memorial Day, where it got its roots, and some ideas on how to turn a party into a Memorial Day party, making it more tailored towards the theme of Memorial Day. So grab your coffee or tea or water or whatever your drink of choice is, and let's chat. So Memorial Day is a federal holiday in the United States. It's observed the last Monday of May of each year. So as of today, it's 39 days away, so a little bit over a month. And this holiday is really a time for remembering and honoring brave men and women who served and died for our country. This is a great thing to teach our children. For those of us that are homeschoolers, this is definitely something that will be making it onto my daughter's homeschool curriculum this year. But it's definitely important to remind our teaching our homeschool kids the importance of Memorial Day. And while Memorial Day is a solemn occasion, it is also a time for celebrating and bringing family and friends together. So hosting a Memorial Day barbecue in backyard party or a cul-de-sac party or any kind of party is a great way to honor those that have served and to enjoy the company of the loved ones that we have. In this podcast, we're going to share some tips, techniques, some ideas for hosting a Memorial Day barbecue or party that is not just entertaining, but also informative and reminds us why we're celebrating this. I don't know how many holidays happen that we're celebrating the holiday, the commercial set of the holiday, and sometimes we forget to remember the reason for that holiday. And I think that's a very important part of our heritage and our tradition. And so having that is definitely in place is definitely important. Memorial Day has its roots in the unfortunate aftermath of the American Civil War. And the first known observation of Memorial Day was May of 1865. 1865, that's a long time in our history, when a group of freed slaves in Charleston, South Carolina, held a ceremony to honor the Union soldiers who died while being held as prisoners of war. Again, it's a very solemn event, but also a day that we want to celebrate and remember what sacrifices were made. And I think that's so important. The event was also known as Decoration Day, and it soon became tradition throughout the South to decorate the graves of fallen soldiers with flowers and other memorials. In 1868, General John A. Logan of the Grand Army of the Republic, a Union veterans organization, declared May 30th as a national holiday to be observed as Decoration Day. Again, Decoration Day is what turned into Memorial Day. This was to honor the soldiers that had died in the Civil War. The holiday was later expanded to honor all those who have died in service to our country. And in 1971, Memorial Day became an official federal holiday to be observed on the last Monday of May every year. So, while it's, again, the roots come in a very somber, solemn observance, there's ways to still celebrate this day and remember. And we're going to talk about different ways that you can host a Memorial Day barbecue or party and still keep in mind the reason that we're celebrating. So first of all, you're going to want to plan ahead and send out invitations early. That's why this post is going up 39 days before Memorial Day. So if you do decide to throw a party, 30 days is usually a good time to get the invitations out. This ensures a successful event, and it will give you an idea of who's coming, who's not coming, how to prepare for it, whether or not you're doing a potluck or if you're doing a barbecue or what's happening with the event. It's going to give you a really good idea, especially with those RSVPs. So start planning your Memorial Day barbecue or party at least a few weeks in advance. I always say about a month. Decide on a date and time and location and send out invitations early so your guests have plenty of notice. You can create invitations online or you can send out traditional paper invitations. How many of us enjoy getting those paper invitations in the mail? It's just a nice little added touch, but online is perfectly fine. And as a mom in today's busy world and a homeschool mom on top of that, I know that a lot of us send out invitations through Facebook and our groups just saying, hey, we're having this party. We'd love it if everybody comes, or just through a direct message to the people that we're inviting. And that is just okay. That's perfectly fine to do it that way as well. Next, you're going to want to set the tone with patriotic decorations. The American flag is red, white, and blue, so patriotic decorations are a great way to set the tone for your Memorial Day barbecue or party. You can decorate with American flags, red, white, and blue streamers, other patriotic decor. You can also incorporate a moment of silence or a patriotic reading into your event to honor those who had served and who have served. You can get a lot of the decorations at the Dollar Tree, the dollar store, the 99-cent store, even Walmart. You can even get them online, and they run pretty inexpensive, and most of the stores right now will probably have those decorations there. So start thinking about setting the tone with your theme and setting the decorations. It's always just a nice touch to have that in place. Next, you're going to prepare plenty of food and drinks. Let's be honest, we love going to Memorial Day barbecues, and it's not complete without plenty of food and drinks. Consider grilling burgers, hot dogs, chicken, have plenty of sides like potato, salad, coleslaw, chips, and dip. I've been to parties where they went ahead and grilled a pork loin and ripped it up into pork sliders. I mean, there's a lot of different ideas that you can have for food. You can also go online to Pinterest, to YouTube. In fact, I think we'll probably do a couple Memorial Day themed side dishes on the channel, Family Fun and Lifestyle channel, so that we can share those with you. Maybe you might get some inspiration, or you might take those recipes and use them for yourself. You can also prepare a variety of refreshing drinks like lemonade, iced tea, sangria. It doesn't have to have alcohol at a party to have fun, but sangria, of course, is alcohol. You can also do non-alcoholic drinks. You can also do a drink. You can create your own drink that is inspired by the holiday and share that at the party, both a mocktail and a regular cocktail, and share that at the party as an inspired Memorial Day drink. It's a lot of fun. It's a nice touch. People love it. It really does bring out the entertainment factor, as well as really does bring out your creativity too. So it's a lot of fun that way. What kind of drinks, food, ideas can you share? We are a channel that loves making community out of what we talk about, so we'd love to hear what has worked for you in the past. Some people like to grill up some corn on the cob. So share with us down below what kind of side dishes you like to see at Memorial Day parties, and what kind of dishes you like. Do you make special drinks, that kind of thing? Share with us down below so that we can go ahead and share as a community. It's always a lot of fun when we're all sharing together. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and the podcast, because we will be doing some themed recipes on the channel as well. And of course, we do a lot of things here on the podcast. Next, you're going to want to have plenty of activities and games. It's a lot of fun going to a party when there's activities and games. It keeps people engaged and focused and actually participating in the party, and it keeps down the groups forming in the side where people feeling left out. So it's nice to have those activities and games. Keep your guests entertained with plenty of activities and games. You can set up a cornhole or horseshoe tournament in the backyard. Play a game of volleyball or badminton. You can rent out a bouncy house for the kids. You can have a water balloon toss, which is a lot of fun for the kids and the adults. You can also provide arts and crafts for the kids, like making patriotic decorations and coloring pages. Something else we'll probably do on the channel, on the YouTube channel, linked to the same podcast. So definitely be sure to subscribe. Share with us down below any of your ideas in this area.
And don't forget the music. Music can help set the mood and keep your guests entertained. Create a playlist of patriotic songs or popular tunes that your guests will enjoy. One thing to note here, there are a lot of patriotic songs in country western music. I'm sure there are in other genres of music. It's just one that I usually listen to a lot, so you can just check out there first and then add more from other genres and just make it a really great playlist. You can also hire a local band or DJ to provide music for the event. Look for local bands who are just getting their start because they would love the opportunity to play at a party like this if you decide to do that. You can also incorporate a moment of remembrance. While Memorial Day is a time for celebration, it's also important to take time and take a moment to remember and honor those who have served and also who have died for our country. Consider incorporating a moment of remembrance into your event, such as a moment of silence, prayer, a reading of a patriotic poem, or if you have someone who has served in the military, it's always nice to give them the opportunity to share stories as well. This is a great opportunity for them to share stories that they've experienced while serving in the military. It is a day to remember, but also to thank our service men and women. All right, you can also do a patriotic photo booth. Create a patriotic photo booth with props such as American flags, hats, other patriotic themed items. Encourage your guests to take pictures and share them on social media with the hashtag Memorial Day Party. What fun is that? After the party, you can go and look and see all the postings that came through. Ask them to tag you so you can see them on your Facebook page, that kind of thing. It just really is just a nice way to say, for your guests to say thank you for the fun, but also to see everything that happened while you were hosting the party. A lot of times when we host a party, we're running around and we don't get to experience everything that's going on. It's okay because we know we're putting on a great shindig for everybody, but it's nice to see the aftermath of, all the fun that everybody had. Another fun thing to do is Memorial Day trivia. Test your guest knowledge of Memorial Day with a trivia game. You can ask questions such as, what year did Memorial Day become official holiday? I told you that in this podcast. And what is the significance of the red poppy on Memorial Day? There are so many ways that you can make this a fun day. You can do charades. You can, with a Memorial Day theme, you can do a patriotic scavenger hunt, create a scavenger hunt for your guests with patriotic themed clues. The clues can lead your guests to different parts of your backyard or your home, or they'll find items such as American flags, red, white, and blue balloons, or other patriotic items. You can do an escape room where people have to come in and figure out the different clues that you have in the escape room to get out, to go to the party. I mean, there are so many ways that you can have fun with this day and still remember those who have served and sacrificed for our country. Also, patriotic desserts. Add a touch of patriotism to your dessert table with red, white, and blue desserts such as strawberry shortcake, blueberry pie, a flag cake. I do also like to say here, this is where I always say, make sure when you're doing food dyes, because some people do have allergies to food dyes, and there has been some science linked to possible complications with food dyes with certain people, that it's always good to use the natural food dyes if at all possible. Honor a loved one. If you have a lost loved one who served in the military, you can honor their memory by creating a Memorial Day display with their picture and any military honors or awards that they received. This can also be done for somebody who is actually serving and not able to make it to the party. So you can do a thank you table and put up the pictures of people who are currently serving in the military and can't make it to the party, and they'll be able to make it to the next party when they come home. But for this, it's just an honor it's honoring the service and the sacrifice they made. Being away from your family is a huge sacrifice as well. So hosting a Memorial Day barbecue or party is a great way to honor and remember those who have served and also died for our country. By incorporating patriotic decorations, preparing plenty of food and drinks, and providing entertainment and activities for you guests, you can create a fun and meaningful event that everyone will enjoy. Remember to take a moment to honor those who have served and sacrificed for our country. These tips, I do hope that these tips and ideas have inspired you to create a memorable Memorial Day celebration with your family and friends. And as always, we are a community. So if I missed something, if something could be added to this as a fun way to celebrate, but also remember, please add that down below in the description box. We'd love to hear about it. Not description box, sorry, the comment section. We'd love to hear about it. Thanks so much for tuning in to Family Fun and Lifestyle. We do a podcast every Monday and Wednesday on this channel, and we appreciate you listening. Let me know what content you'd like to see next on this podcast, and we'll put something together. And for now, we're going to sign off. I'm your host, Jamie. I appreciate you for joining me for this short discussion, and I look forward to hearing about your ideas for Memorial Day, and we look forward to putting together some videos on ways to celebrate Memorial Day over the next month. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon.